don't mind it at all. I just don't have
You might be able to put up with it. We'll be all loud and
I like the Swedish chef.
Alright, so, who wants to introduce the show that still doesn't have a fucking name?
Wait, so what am I saying? I'm saying just we're playing these songs?
No, we'll talk. We'll cue you on everything. They'll ask you questions. The only thing you have to worry about, man, is like
talking and shit.
Be aware of like you are going to be recorded. People will hear it, so
don't be a dumbass.
Yeah, that's it, man. I mean, well, or be a dumbass if that's what you're trying to portray.
Just pretend like you're having the conversation that you wouldn't mind, like your boss or your parents saying.
Oh yeah, I'm used to that.
Cool.
Well, at least the metal scene.
I don't know how cool your parents are.
They're pretty cool, actually.
They let us have band practice, like, all the time.
His dad sat outside and talked philosophy with me for like 20 minutes.
Nice.
It's crazy. Literally.
Cool, so, we're here on the possibly Norco Dino show, possibly Colorado Dino show. I was thinking we should call it both. Like, on like the page it'll say Norco Dino show, but like in the intro music it'll say Colorado Dino. And just never explain
I like that. Okay, so Norco Metals. Oh, it's the beard.
What's up?
It's the beard. Are you by yourself?
Brandon's right outside.
Right on. We'll just keep it.
So anyway, it's this show again. Me and Kyle and Anthony and Chris are here hosting. But, and we're here with Unreasonable Human. You know these guys better than I do. You want to introduce them, Kyle?
What the hell is Brandon doing?
Smoking a cigarette.
Smoking it. Okay.
Per usual.
Well, we have 3 of the members here so far, but 2 sitting in the room with us. Mr. Jordan Pasquin on drums and Preston Roars, lead guitar. And you do vocals too, don't you?
No.
That's Eric.
That is. I thought you guys were doing it when I saw you practice for some reason.
Sometimes Brandon does it.
Okay, that's what I was saying. All right. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Brandon Christensen, who's outside smoking a cigarette right now.
Correct.
Right on. Cool. And they're all of Dinosaurs, or you get the Quattro.
Sweet. Awesome. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you guys were awesome.
Thanks for being here.
Saturday, just saying.
Oh, thanks, buddy. You guys too, man. That was a radical show.
Yeah, it wasn't. Thanks for the awesome food.
Like, thanks for the amp head.
Oh yeah, of course.
I like all the thanks, man. A lot of love in this room. No, hell yeah, dude.
For anybody that wasn't there, we played a show with Unreasonable Saturday. It was a big Denver Unity thing, and it was awesome.
Zach Beecroft put it on, Swinging News Productions. Dude's
awesome.
Pretty radical.
Awesome dudes.
Yeah.
Awesome dudes.
You guys know Trailside, the place can get pretty crazy, so make sure you guys get down there, support the local bands at Trailside, definitely.
And even being a small fella, that was the first time I was ever knocked on my ass, and it was during an Unreasonable pit. And my coccyx still hurts. Like I'm walking funny. And it feels good. That's the odd thing. I'm a glutton for that shit, man. I love going to metal shows and walking away. Like, I remember getting punched in the face at a Havoc show and just being like, yeah!
Right.
Oh, it's so cool.
One of the reasons that got me into metal is the first time I met Brandon was when As I Lay Dying played the Aggie Theater.
Yeah.
February a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And if you were at the show, like, everybody was stage diving. It was so crazy. Eric got on stage dove off, saw him after the show, and he just had blood gushing down his face. And he was on cloud 9.
Hell yeah, man.
That's fucking awesome.
Brandon, how you doing? Brandon, say hi.
Hello. I'm doing well. Thanks.
Oh,
How are you guys?
We're doing great, man. Never been better. Any other Unreasonable showing up?
No.
Alright, cool.
So, since you're all here...
Well, not all. We are missing...
Since all the ones that are going to be here are...
Michael Adam Pender and Eric Hoffman, which are 2 very important, integral parts of the band, couldn't be here tonight, so... Right. But we still got 3 red.
3 of 5, that's like 60%, that's passing.
Plus it's guitar and drums, you know.
Yeah.
Ball.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Well, speaking of, the core, who are you guys' main riff writers, man? How does the writing process work for Unreasonable Human?
Well, I mean, it's just sort of one of those things where we all have a bunch of riffs up our sleeve and we get together and just kind of fuck around and play with it, you know, and just like, oh, that's a pretty sweet riff, you know, check out this riff that I got too, you know, and then we all learn each other's riffs and kind of piece together songs that way, you know, so it's always a big collaboration. I wouldn't say any one person really is more of a riff writer than another person. It's all just sort of like, hey, that sounds really bitchin'. What if I played this too? You know, just like, oh, that sounds pretty bitchin', right on, or the other way around. It's like
Yeah, right on,
that
man.
sounds kind of gay, bro. I'm not really feeling that. Like, you know,
Yeah,
maybe we
drop
could,
it.
You know,
Yeah, there's a handful of songs that, Eric wrote like 95% of one of the songs, and Brand's written 95% of, another couple of songs. I've written 95% of a couple of the songs.
Yeah, so we definitely have the ones too where it's just like you come to the table with like, yeah, I got this song already, check that out. And within those songs, it's just been like, alright, well, I can harmonize it like doing this, or
That's cool. What if we changed it to this?
You know, like kind of do a little more breakdown sort of thing, or fucking just speed it up, or so tweak it a little bit.
Right on.
Nice.
I don't know.
Nice.
Metal style, basically.
Yeah, I don't
Community ways.
personal flavorings to it.
A lot of flavor.
So the drums come in after you guys lay down the guitars and everything, man?
We pretty much like Jordan's parents are gracious enough to let us make a bunch of noise over at their house, so we try and like have the songs pretty much down between the strings, and then we'll come over and like play it over a few times, let them listen to it, have them drum along, just so that we're not like making a bunch of random noise. Like, check out these 2 riffs that we got. Check out, like, write the drums for these 2 riffs. It's gonna be a song someday, but
Yeah, it's gonna change this week.
but for now, it's just noise to piss your parents off with.
Yeah.
So we try and avoid that. So we try and just come prepared with a complete song when we go and work with Jordan.
So you have a streamlined process because of the parents. That's actually pretty sweet. That's a thankful
It's really
situation.
nice.
That's nice, man.
No, my parents are awesome.
Yeah, your parents are super
But
cool.
we've
His
been
parents are radical.
Yeah. Recently, we've been doing drum tracks for everything, like doing pre-production as well. It's like for the 3 new songs, I'm just doing drums with Logic on my computer, and we can do that and then record guitars. And it's not going to sound great, but you can then work with harmonies and vocals, and then by the time you want to take it into the studio, it's just all ready to go.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you're going to do, what metronome tempo, like.
So you played a click track then?
Well, yeah.
Well,
Well, not live. We're-
Logic's
Oh,
recording
okay.
software. It's like Pro Tools for Apples.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I skipped a beat there in my
Yeah,
head.
yeah, sorry, I should have
We're
explained that.
trying to
It's
work
okay.
towards playing with like a click track and stuff like that. We haven't really got there yet. We're still because we have
There's
all this
no
equipment,
measure,
we're
man.
trying to figure it all out and how to get to that sort of next level where we're all just fucking super tight, playing the
Oh,
same
dude, you
tempo at the
guys,
same time,
you don't gotta
all
complain
the
about
time.
that, man. Y'all blew the fucking show out of the wire the other night. I mean,
That was a rare occasion.
it was, well, okay, fair enough. If I don't know, man. I see you guys all the time, and that's one of the coolest things about your band. It's just crowd pleaser band. And it's not coming from a place of like anything plastic. It's all like just pure, like straight up like beer music,
Yeah.
Like get drunk and headbang.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes the musical aspect suffers a little bit when we play live just because we get into it so much, but that trail side on Saturday, everything actually worked. Like, we were getting down and the music sounded good for some reason. So
You lose it, man. You just I jumped on stage with Preston there. It really,
Shook my head.
oh, you fucking rule, man! Oh, I feel so good being here.
I would always rather see a band that looks like they're enjoying themselves than
Yeah.
just some dude staring at the fucking ground and being run with playing and not
Yeah.
moving.
I think
That's the problem with a lot of new shreddy 8-string bands.
Yeah, it's kind of standing
Stand there and
with their ass cheeks clenched, sweating, just oh god, oh god.
Fuck, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this.
Definitely for us, that's like a big thing that we both look for in other bands and try and portray ourselves. It's like
Dinosaur
having
agrees.
just as much fun, and Dinosaur is on the same level as far as I'm concerned with just being a crowd pleaser. Just like, if you're not into this, then you're probably gay.
You don't have a heartbeat,
And
man.
not to say that, not necessarily to say you're gay, but you don't have a heart.
Oh, dude, it's whatever. People
Yeah.
can be offended if they want to.
I'm certainly not
Don't-
worried about offending people. I'm just,
Me and Brandon are gay with each other all the time to any people that were offended by that.
it's definitely a true story.
Well, again, guys, we're here with Unreasonable Human. They
And,
are from the north side of town. And right now, we're getting ready to play a killer song from these guys. This one is called Lies Through the Teeth.
oh.
Alright.
Teeth. Unreasonably Human, dude. Tell us about that track.
That's one that myself and Eric worked on probably for the last 10 years. It's one of the songs that we originally started jamming on, back when we first started playing together back in high school. Not 10 years ago, we were probably
So you and Eric were
16, 17.
the 15, 16-year-old core of Unreasonable, essentially.
That's kind of how we
started
got
bouncing
our
a couple of
start.
things. Cool,
Yeah,
man.
Is in high school, me and Eric, we were jamming with Josh Long, and our original drummer, his name was Will Downs. We had a little band going that we called Death Harvest or Harvester of Death or some gay shit like that.
Is that Metallica send off there?
It was just, we weren't clever enough to come up with anything better. But
Sounds brutal.
After high school, everyone kind of moved away for college and to go do this and that. And so me and Eric still kept in touch and, got together every now and then and jammed and sort of kept the whole spirit alive and the whole idea of someday we'll get back together and make it happen. And he moved off to be a ski bum in Steamboat.
Which is where he's from, isn't it? Or
No, he grew up here, so
okay.
I've known Eric for most of my life.
It's just Pender that's from
through
Steamboat,
this and
then, eh?
that. Pender's from Summit County, Evergreen.
Evergreen. Okay, Evergreen, right there, yeah.
And so anyway, when Eric was in Steamboat, being a ski bum, he wound up meeting Preston, who was there, who originally lived in San Diego, who was going there for college at CMC.
Yeah.
And then
Well, you graduated from that, didn't you?
Yeah.
You got your degree.
Got my associate's in engineering.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then they also met Michael Adam Pender up there, who was just, dirtbag.
Dirtbag
The
supreme.
town clown.
If
You
there
don't
was
know
a
Tinder, man. You'll see him and then
scumbag.
you'll know him for sure.
Yeah.
So,
son of a bitch.
So one day when I was 22 or something, I got a call from Eric, and he was like, "Hey man, I might have met some bros up here, for the project that we've been talking about, and just get ready because next year might be moving down with them." So him and Eric, or Preston and Eric lived together for the last year that he was in Steamboat, and they jammed together and got some songs kind of refined and got used to playing with each other and stuff, and then they moved back to Fort Collins a year later, like you said, and
It's crazy when the synchronicities of bands happen like that, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, you just follow the lines, just the coincidences of your life and how things fall into place like they do.
Yeah, so that's kind of definitely how it was. It was just sort of those all right, well, high school's over, we got to go do our thing and make our way in the world, and then the world kind of brought us all back together and fell everything into place on its own. So that's where we're at now.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome. A lot of people look for that their whole life, and they end up just pissed off at the world they never found it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you guys got a killer drummer in Jordan and everything.
Sick, nasty
You guys
drummer.
stole him in a sense, but
Sure.
how did he come into the fold? Where did that really go down there?
Jordan's our third drummer in 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Basically. Our original drummer was Nate Johnson, who was pretty bitchin' drummer in his own respect. Who's
Awesome dude.
This guy's cousin, right?
More or less.
Something like that.
Yeah, his
Some kind of
and my
like that.
mom are best friends since elementary school.
Is he still playing, or?
Not with any bands, I don't think. He came over and got drunk with us a week ago. It was really good to see him. Drank some Crown Royal and.
Did he jam at
got a
all?
little silly. No.
I was just interested to know if he was still skinning it.
He's still drums,
Yeah, he's
but-
still drums for sure. I just don't think he's playing with any bands. Hasn't really gotten anything going since then.
Sucks, man.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
Musicians need to get in bands.
Yeah, it's just sort of one of those things, though, where we're just sort of looking for something different.
Absolutely.
And just so happened that Pender was in a band called Cease to Perish when he was in Minnesota.
Cease to Perish.
Or some shit,
Artist and
wherever
murder.
he was
Cease to
living,
perish. They broke up shortly after.
Yeah, it was called Cease to Perish. But one of the drummers that they had was Adrian Johnson up in Minnesota, and
They do.
we were kind of thinking that we might want a different drummer, and he just so happened to move to town and hit up Pender because he saw that Pender on Facebook saw that he was living in Fort Collins, and so he just happened to call him up and be like, "Hey man, how's it going? I just moved to Loveland, town over, how you been?" And he came and hung out with us and came to a couple of practices actually. We still had our old drummer, and he was like, "Yeah man, I'd love to fucking jam with you guys," and so we kind of just we liked his style and his sort of mindset and motivation, and
So he's got an attack, and he's an intense dude.
We got nothing but love and respect for Adrian.
Spend 5 minutes around the guy, he'll have you on the floor.
For almost a year, I think, or like 8 months or something, but it's definitely a lot of fun playing with him. He's a great drummer, but we just sort of, Pender had some legal things to deal with, and he split out of town, and he actually resigned from the band. He's just like, hey,
that
man,
hurt.
I gotta.
Remember when that happened? That hurt. We were all very sad.
And so we were just kind of like, well, we gotta find a new singer now, unfortunately, love you, buddy, like, do your thing, keep in touch. But, so we were trying to, like, rebuild after that, and we were going through that. Adrian got an offer from Last Word to play with them, and so he decided that he wanted to go play with those bros because their styles just fit better than
they really did.
They're a great fit.
Yeah,
Adrian and
really
Last
good.
Word are awesome. Last Word, another local band y'all need to check out. They're playing, I don't know the date of it. They're playing the Skin Show at the 15th of February, exactly.
Valentine's Day.
Tony's, right?
Valentine's Day Massacre. It's Skinned, Last Word, Waver Inspire, and
One other band.
more band. We'll find it for
Awaken
you.
the Masses.
Awaken the
Awaken
Masses.
the Masses, yeah.
Watch Dale Torme.
Yeah.
Torme?
Torme? Yeah.
Dale Torme
Double
did double duty, filled in vocals for Unreasonable here recently at the Unity show, and went to Japan with Eric, the bassist of Unreasonable, to play six shows?
6 sold out shows.
6 sold out shows in goddamn Japan with
Yeah.
Skin as their vocal. This whole scene's united, man.
Supporting Cataclysm on that.
Supporting Cataclysm.
On that event. Yeah.
I love talking about that shit, man. I love linking names. It's
Some
like
of that Kung Pao Coochie, man.
Anthony hasn't said anything in the first
Kung Pao Coochie.
chance.
We know what he likes.
There's definitely a lot of really talented bands that are really dedicated to what they're doing and practice a lot and play really tight and really just are passionate about playing music and playing it on a higher level, that
There's
that
a
you
lot
can
of
travel
bands.
the world with around the area here, and it's really a great thing to see all these bands coming together too and supporting each
Helping
other.
each other
and
out.
everyone playing and everyone else is playing. Like, hey man, I need someone to fill in.
Is there like a
I can't get
master?
off work.
Is there like a master list of local metal and hard rock bands somewhere?
I was trying to
Like,
create
every time-
one, and I
Every
got
time I think it's like, okay, no, I think I kind of know the majority of bands that play shows in this town, and then like I'll see a flyer and it'll be like 5 new bands from town. And it's like, what are these
Oh
people?
yeah, that's on any given week though. You can
Yeah.
get 5 new bands that pop
Yeah.
out, man.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
The scene, whether it's metal or hip hop or country or any of that, I mean, Colorado is full of music, and that I'd say more northern right now. The metal is definitely taking a different turn, and I think it's starting to come back around definitely, and metal's starting to breathe, a little bit of a breath of fresh air there for sure.
Getting its second wind, so to speak.
Yeah.
Well, and I was talking with Jordan before you guys showed up about how I've been like just even talking to like rappers from around the scene, like this scene specifically, talking about how they listen to metal too. So why don't we share fans? There's a funk band that I'm really good friends with, Matt Derby, if you're interested. Another awesome dude, another local musician, but funk band, straight up funk, and he wants to just do a funk metal night. Open mic funk and metal. I mean, we have ideas to do open mic metal nights, have maybe Drum City, or not Drum City, but an amp place sponsor a spotlight. Just people bring their guitars and shit and get up there and jam with each other forever. We need to do stuff where we can find bands for musicians too, because I think what's going on right now is that like too many guys are like, I couldn't find anybody for Dinosaur Street. It took me a year and a few months to get it.
And I've been looking for a metal band for about 9 or 10 months.
And that was on Craigslist. That was on Pure Volume. That was on Bandmix. I was on everything trying to find somebody. And if I could have just had a destination, that would have been fucking rad. Because we're all up here. We're ready to do something.
It's like, there must be like a way where people can meet up better, instead of
Open
just
mic metal
Craigslist.
night.
Yeah, open mic
I think
metal
we're gonna
night.
get that
Anyway,
going.
Just be like ChristianMingle.com.
Christian Mingle. So Jordan,
ChristianMetal.com.
Christian metal? No. Fuck, that's worse than Christian Mingle.
Just kidding.
You could find a loose Christian chick, but a loose Christian man? They're
Creed's
still lame.
#1 every day.
God, tuna
Strikers.
tacos. Fuck those guys.
POD.
I was interested. Creed.
This took a turn for the worse. It's probably time to play another song, don't you think?
No, we got about 10 minutes.
Oh, I guess we still got 10 minutes for another song here.
But anyway,
I'm staring at the clock. No, I wound up listening to POD.
Fine, Brandon. I guess we want to listen to another fucking song.
Yes,
Go.
after
I'm kidding.
I got the record button. We're doing this how I say it. That is what it's called, power grab. No, I wound up listening to POD the other day. Because I
Yeah.
never really noticed it, like when they were on the radio and shit. But the dude has a fucking amazing guitar tone.
Right, man.
He
Yeah.
doesn't really do
They're
anything
from San
flashy.
Diego.
but he's
Yeah,
just
they're not horrible, man. POD's alright. I got some of their CDs and stuff. Followed
They're
them
not
since I was
threatening,
younger.
but nice.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. So is that straight up Christian metal? Like, is that what that outfit was?
necessarily.
I mean,
That's what I thought. I thought they were more like.
I mean,
They're
their
not
name is
like
their name is
didactic
payable
about it.
upon death, though. So
yeah, they're
I mean,
not
they're
like
pretty-
preachy about it, but like their lyrics are tend to like follow
What?
Christian values.
I feel ya. Christian faith. Oh, I love
Well,
oxymorons.
what people say when they
I feel ya.
You
No,
know,
you're too
not the
smart
shit in
then.
the actual Bible, just what people think are Christian values.
I wanted to know too, Jordan, with just knowing you and Adrian and like the different
Yeah.
styles, like coming into Unreasonable Human weren't all the drums like kind of in place?
A
Because
little
I'm not a drummer,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like understanding the drummer process is super interesting to me.
They were kind of in place. Then these guys had a few rough recordings, and so I went with that. But a lot of it was just kind of getting drunk and jamming and come up with my own shit.
First time
Drunk
we
and
jammed.
jamming is
First time
so...
we jammed, we were just like, all right, well, here's the tempo, and it stays the same tempo throughout the whole thing, 4/4. Just have fun with it.
Well,
and Lies to the Teeth, the song we just played, pretty much came out almost exactly like that, and we were all fucking stoked.
Smelling like a rose. That was our
Actually-
first experience with Chris.
after Adrian left us, we kind of like took a little break for a little while, and Pinder actually wrote us a letter from his little daycare that he was at, saying like, "Hey bros, so remember when I told you I like didn't want to play music anymore? Well, fuck all that. Like, let's fucking do this." And so it was like, well,
That's good.
obviously, like, because we want to fucking stick with as much of the same fucking guys throughout as we can.
Yeah.
really.
Lineup changes kill a band.
And as an outsider's opinion, just checking you guys out, I love your guys' intensity now compared to what it was, and also seeing where, Jordan, you've come as a drummer from Rome Incarnate to Unreasonable Human. Your talent is now, I'd say, 2 times full, man. You guys together really make it
Complement.
work.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Kyle saying, complement each other. It's out of control.
So we hadn't played a show for a while because we were
What, like 6
down
months?
a singer and then down a drummer, and then we got our singer back and didn't have a drummer, and then we had a show booked, and we're just kind of like, well, we got one coming up, and Jeremy Arnold of After Dark, another bitchin' local band, which I hope is going to be coming back playing shows soon. was
They're
just
coming
like,
back, actually.
Hey,
Nice.
They are?
Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but fuck it. It
He-
just got said.
He's,
Oh, yeah.
he's
Average,
They're going to be doing some internet stuff or something. They're going to record something.
Jeremy Arnold, come back!
Yeah,
He's-
check out
he's
After Dark.
actually-
Keep your eyes and your ears open.
He's
they might be
back in
coming back.
Colorado, by the way. Side note, but anyway, he suggested that we fucking hit up Jordan, who was playing for Rome Incarnate, another bitchin' band coming out with an EP pretty soon that everyone should check out because it sounds
Name of the
amazing.
EP? Not got it yet?
Rome Incarnate EP, but anyway.
Okay, there you
we're,
go.
We're like, hey bro, we got a show in a week. We got like some scratch recordings of a couple of songs. Like you've seen us play a few times. Do you think you can fucking do it in a week? And we jammed like 3 times in that week. And then
4 times.
We jammed every day that week, and then we played the show.
Yeah, but he definitely nailed the fucking set and sounded pretty bitchin'. And it was just sort of one of those like, well, we'd love to have you drum for us until further notice, until you move on or this,
So
that,
you get sick of
whatever.
us.
And,
Yeah, but I loved it so much that I was just
getting
like,
sick of it.
I'm not getting sick of this. So.
I don't get how guys walk away from it, man.
Nah.
Like Pender, he walked away and he had to come back. Like, I couldn't imagine not... I don't know, it's just insane to me. The guys that can walk away and just do it have to have something dead inside of them. Like, so you gotta kill a piece of yourself to let go.
Probably a dead fetus inside of it.
Probably a dead twin fetus.
They probably got fudge packed with someone's dead fetus. That was coat hanger
Fudge
for
packed
it.
with a dead fetus.
That's a new song name.
That actually, that does.
I think Cannibal Corpse already has the
I'm actually. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, damn, I'm working on that song. I just found the name for it.
I think that'll lend itself to the, I don't know, the interesting lyric style you guys have. Is that, I mean, you have a pretty open, like, lyric writing together style, correct?
So,
like, y'all come in together?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. The lyrics are just sort of one of those things where, like, we just kind of let Pinder sort of wing it, and, like, we all kind of helped a little bit. Some people more than others, Eric and Preston.
You get, like, the vocal melodies down
but
first, or?
we didn't get serious about, like, the lyrics until we actually had the EP, like, recorded instrumentally.
Oh, no!
So, like, we
Maybe
showed
we
up
should've
and we, like, looked like
addressed
idiots.
this.
Because our fucking singer is just like, yeah, so, like, this is all new to me, let's figure it out. You know? But,
So it's all on the spot.
more or less.
Some of it.
About half of it.
Well, pretty
At
good,
least
man.
half of it.
For on the spot, for half on the spot, there's some pretty awesome lyrical content.
So,
And speaking of lyrical content, we are all guilty, man. This is your video. This
Yeah,
is
music
this
video.
is going to be a hit. The single, man. Tell us a little bit about this one before we head into it.
that's another one that me and Eric have been working on, like, since high school. Like, some of those riffs have just been, you know, they're part of, like,
Recycle.
it's all just sort of one of those things where it's been, like, written and revised so
yeah.
many fucking times where you can barely still tell that it was the same song. Like, I'll play it for, like, one of my homies that I haven't seen since high school, and they'll be like, oh, I fucking remember when you used to, like, play something that sounded something like that. back
Do you have
then."
recordings of those old ones stuff?
Maybe on my computer. It sounds like shit. Like,
That's stuff to hang on to, man.
No,
People are
I
gonna
found
see
a
this
couple
video
of
and they're gonna hear
recordings.
this song, and for them to hear like the original, like you in high school playing it or whatever,
Yeah.
that's pretty radical.
I
So,
found it's terrible. back then.
fellas, name of the video, name of the song.
We are all.
which is a no going PG era wrestling.
Right? The 90s era PG wrestling that's spilled into this Dude, late 90s is when it really started. I don't know. Just tapering off for me.
I love that.
Yeah. No, that's when it started to go down, man. Was when
like
all the
DMX, or not DMX, but Generation X. DX, yeah.
DMX the Black.
Yeah. Cat, are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say,
If you want to come and get it.
Cat, what?
What?
DMX.
Eric loves some
I couldn't say the next line, man.
I love DMX. No, that's true. You couldn't. Cat Williams had that little
X
bit.
won't give it to you.
X won't give it to you.
Fried chicken.
Ooh. Cat Williams had a little thing about that where he was talking about hanging out with him in a restaurant. He's like, he just talks to people like that. That waitress comes up, he's like, bitch, give me a drink! House! Jesus Christ.
X gonna give it to you. Fried chicken. Praise Jesus. Cheers.
Fair enough.
We just came out of a song, didn't we? What song did we just
did
hear
we?
from Unreasonable?
We are all guilty.
We are all guilty.
So that's the one you guys got for the video and everything.
Right.
That video came out really good,
Yeah,
man.
Cameron Fischer, Office Wall Studios, he did a phenomenal job.
Office Wall Studios,
Yeah.
Cameron Fisher, I'll say it again because he also did Dinosaurs. We have promo photos from that homeboy coming out soon. So
Nice. Very cool.
He's a talented dude.
Talented.
He blew my expectations out of the water.
No, the video is insane. If you guys definitely need to check out the video for that because it's
Easy to
it's gorgeous.
work with, too.
Yeah, he's super cool.
Nice guy.
Didn't even know you were. I mean, that night I remember him filming when he was at that one show. It didn't even seem like he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just kind of like chilling.
Very fly on the
But he had
wall.
these shots
Yeah.
that were just like fucking
Badass.
Yeah.
No,
Amazing
Mm-hmm.
footage.
So any Northern Colorado bands looking for good promos and anything like that. Definitely.
Colorado bands, shit.
Colorado bands.
As long as
hit
you're
up
willing to,
Cameron
as long as
Fisher.
you're willing to pay your trade, man. As long as it's fair and honest.
Does
That's
amazing
all we work with. You got the furs we need, we'll take them.
That's right.
I'd take a bearskin fur for, like
Hell yeah.
service rendered.
Bearskin coat.
Fuck yeah. Even just really? If I had a bearskin coat, I'd have to say
You
that,
wouldn't ever not wear it.
I've got a
It'd have to be-
closet full of Carhartts.
But if it was like cool Grizzly Adams looking, like it just hung off. Oh, speaking of,
Hey!
hey, Cameron Fisher, come on in, man.
How's it going, man?
Cameron, come have a seat over here.
Yeah, come have a seat over here. You
Join
want
the circle right here.
to sit in on the podcast, dude?
Sure.
Right on, man. We just got done talking about you. Just
Yeah.
blowing you up a little bit. That is weird.
One way it was recorded, so you can go back later and like if you're like, I bet they were talking shit about me. Listen, and you're like, they weren't talking shit.
Right on.
We were.
So at least we'll know one person will go back and listen to this shit. 'Cause he's gonna what
Just to make
about
sure.
me.
Just to be like, you
We'll skip
motherfuckers.
to those 30 seconds.
Yeah, we're just name dropping you, man. Letting people know that if they want to get any pictures or videos or anything like that, to go check you out. Where should they go though? Let's make sure we're getting this right. Where should they go to check you out, man?
I'm in the process of working on a website, actually. It's just the name that I have for the company, officewallstudios.com. I'm in the process of building it. But other than that, I'm on Facebook. You can get a hold of me on there in the meantime, but I want to get all my contact information up on that webpage.
Nice.
Make that a lot easier.
Alright, so check him out on Facebook.
Cameron
and-
Fisher.
Cameron Fisher.
You Google the name, you'll find him.
Talented dude.
It's
Talented.
2014. Get with the fucking times.
And then
It's,
Facebook is just like
FISCHER.
Facebook /
I had trouble
Office
looking it up
Studios.
the first time.
That's the Facebook page, yeah.
Because I'm
I've
retarded.
got that, and that's attached to my personal Facebook.
We didn't bring that up, by the way. You guys, I guess they could drop their shit at the end. But
Yeah, just make sure I get any websites or social media stuff.
You guys, what's your, ramble those off before we forget them.
We got our Facebook page, facebook.com/unreasonablehuman. We're going to have SoundCloud up pretty soon. You can check our songs out there.
But we don't have that up yet.
Are you on
We do
Reverb
have
Nation at all?
Reverb Nation.
Okay, Reverb Nation.
Yeah, but that's got old.
No, I'm pretty sure I took all that shit down.
Cool.
There's only the video up on that now.
Good.
But as long as you follow the Facebook, then you get the
Yeah,
correct
you pretty much
updates.
get-
And the
you guys
video's
have
on
your
YouTube.
SoundCloud up.
Yeah,
That's
the
when
video
it's
is on
ready.
YouTube.
Right on. And it's Unreasonable Human.
Yeah,
Right
cool.
now, we're waiting on our artwork for the album to get back from Sean McDonald, phenomenal artist up here in northern Colorado. If anyone hasn't seen his work, he does mostly like tattoo work and
That's got some of the death metal band, right?
Yeah, Mount Cairn.
Mount Cairn, yeah.
Black
yeah,
metal
yeah.
band, another local talented band.
Which Jeremy Arnold also played.
Jeremy Arnold is in that band. Sean McDonald. Eric Hoffman filled in for.
Oh man,
If they ever
I just
come
wanna
back
want-
again, they'll be playing with them. I'm sure Eric will be.
I just one time wanted. I was so close to doing it in Alabama, but just one black metal show. You know, corpse paint, full spikes. It would just be so much
That would
fun.
be a lot of fun.
Just to get rid. You would just be the character.
Next
Yeah.
Halloween show, man, all of us will just get
Be a black metal
out,
band?
man.
That would be fucking radical.
I mean, he was pretty much for our last Halloween show. so-
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna have to work on the spikes is all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of
Like
spikes.
Legion of Doom spikes? Or
Just
what?
fucking straight Kerry King, man. Full body Kerry King gauntlet.
Oh, sweet.
12-inch spikes.
The road.
All the way, just can't move.
As a guitar player, how the hell does that guy do that? Play with that
No
stuff
idea.
on his arms and shit?
You gotta have a position just right, I'm sure, just so you don't stab yourself in the hip.
Yeah.
It is
I
pretty
couldn't
intense.
imagine it. Couldn't imagine playing.
Well, they
that.
don't move a ton on black metal stages, though.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean? Like,
true.
they move around, but they're not
It's
like...
mostly spitting out fake blood.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. It's not like Dillinger Escape Plan where you're just winging spikes at people's... That would be incredible
That'd be
to
a
see.
fucking bloodbath.
Oh my god, that would be
Dude,
awesome.
those guys are dangerous, man. Dillinger
Yeah.
Escape Plane, they like knee dive into the crowd and stuff.
I saw him live and just did nothing but stare.
Yep.
I had no idea. I couldn't process what was going on. The music, the live show. I just literally, it was the guy with the blank face standing there against the column.
Right.
You guys ever seen
When did you see him?
Dillinger?
I saw
They were with, I want to say with Mastodon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I bet that was a cool show.
I want to say, oh man, I was there by myself. That's right. Yeah, it was a cool show because I got super drunk and I just went alone and like took off my shirt and just romped around the pit a bunch and like grabbed a bunch of teenagers and was like screaming in their face.
You were that guy.
Oh god, that's what that music does to me. I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy. Kids are being thrown across by a medium mastodon. It's awesome.
How about that tour rumor of Mastodon and
We're
Gojira?
going Gojira and who else?
Chevelertech or however
I
you
never
pronounce
heard.
it?
I didn't know who the other guys were.
They're coming to be pretty popular.
Gojira and Mastodon, like between that, you pull off like a supplemental brown note. It would
Oh.
eventually build in the back of your head, and you'd shit your pants by the end of the show.
Yeah, Gojira and
Heaven.
Mastodon.
Yeah.
When is that?
If they even get close to
They
Colorado, we
haven't
need to
announced it yet.
rent a gigantic
Right.
bus and just.
Yeah, they haven't announced it yet, but yeah, Gojira and Mastodon. Keep your eyes
It's
out
still
for
just a
that.
rumor.
That's true.
Keeping our fingers crossed.
Cameron, you, Brandon, go ahead.
Another rumor we're keeping our fingers crossed on is when we get this artwork back from Sean, we'll be finally packaging and releasing our EP as well as coming out with new
Whoop,
merch
whoop.
and getting all that hooked up online. And,
Fuck yeah, dude.
we'll get an
ready
online
for
store
release
soon.
and
Nice.
getting all that out for
URL's good. That's a big one I suggest to most any band. We're working on it ourselves too. We're talking about getting a URL, just a .com.
Right.
But
To be able to have even just that eventually, it's $65 a year, something like that. If you go through the right channels, a lot of people, it's user friendliness. You type in a name on Google, and like the more of you that comes up that they could just click, and it's everything. People don't want to search for shit.
Right.
All that stuff is absolutely in the plan and
Right on.
coming soon. It's just baby steps. You know, it's,
Yeah.
it's
All
been
in
one
the
of those
space.
things
Yeah.
where
Oh, yeah.
It builds as it does, and everything just kind of falls into place when it
Well,
does.
especially being broke, working motherfuckers,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
We're all working people.
My finances are
Sometimes.
about to change for the better. Month or two, I'm going to be moving in with Brandon and Eric at the Unreasonable house pretty soon. And
You guys are gonna be a fucking killer band, man. Like, yeah, it's just like being able to spend that much more time together, all just the three guitarists like that
Either
too.
that or it's going to be the death of the band.
It's gonna everyone's dead.
Well, we also plan on getting new equipment. Probably going with the new EVH 5153s, 50 watts.
Oh, nice.
And,
Those are sexy.
We're eyeballing those right now. Window
doing,
shopping.
doing 3/4 stack setups where we'd have a 212 on either side of the stage. That would be, you know, like I'd have my 212 on Preston's side of the stage, and he'd have his 212 on my side.
Oh,
So
like a
we'd
cross stereo kind
That's
of
a
effect.
great
cross
idea.
stage. So
man.
we'll each have our half stack, but then we'll have like a second monitor each side so that we can always hear
Well,
each
and that's
other.
awesome. That, exactly.
That's a great
'cause-
idea. Sometimes that's where fuck ups
Skeleton
happen.
Witch.
Skeleton Witch is
does that. I heard of reading an article that they
Yeah.
do that, and they're like, it makes a 9-day difference, like being able to hear everything all the time.
Because,
Just
I mean, the way that we play and write stuff, you know, that we come in and we're just like, check this out, and then you're like, well, check this out, you know, like, sometimes you come in and you're like, check this out, you know, and like, this is the rhythm, and then you come back and you're like, well, I got a lead part for it, so we have like, parts where like, he plays leads and you know, cues in on the next part, and then parts where I play leads and cue in on the next part, and his solos and my solos, and you know, we need to be able to hear each other so that we're still like sounding good together, you know.
Do you
So
guys
that
have
helps
more
out
of
a
a
lot.
lead guitar player? Do you guys just send
share
it
it?
back and forth?
It's kind of one of those things where it's like it's almost like a race to like write the solo for the song.
Nice,
where it's like, we're
nice.
gonna be like, all right, this
That's
is
a
sweet
good
song,
competition,
you know?
though,
yeah,
right?
it is
Yeah.
good. It is
You
good.
know?
And for like the album that just came out, like the We Are All Guilty song that just played, the first two solos in those like weren't even written until like a week before I went in and recorded. Because it was just one of those things where it's like, well, I don't actually have any solos on any of these songs that we're going to be recording. We have more songs than I have solos on those other songs, but it was just sort of like we need more in the EP in the first place.
Yeah.
And
Do you have like a rough structure going in, and then you solidify it at the recording? Or?
honestly, it's
Is it
just
just
one of those
adding more
things that
recordings?
is just like sitting around jamming, you know, just like
Trying different stuff.
just jamming to backing tracks on YouTube and fucking around, and then you're just like, well, this is kind of like a sweet thing I was fucking around with, and it works. It's kind of in the same key as this song. I can change it up a little bit and kind of form it into a bit of a solo that'll fit into the song that's already going to be recorded.
It's my mother. I'm not here.
So that's another thing that is just kind of set in on the fly.
Hung up 3 phones. Absurd. Sorry about that. Phone call in the office. That's where we're doing this recording. So.
For our
'Cause
our
we're low
new
budget.
stuff that we're working on really hard on doing like I don't know, more like harmonizing and a little bit more intricate kind of stuff. Nothing too much crazier. I mean, we're not really the most technical band, I wouldn't say. You know, we're definitely not trying to be. Definitely going for a little more groove. Oh, and there's a phone call again.
Just let it go. Pause the recording.
Cool. Okay, we're back.
Okay. Well, before we get into the next song, too, man, Cameron, I wanted to ask you about with the video process, man. Like, explain your process with that a bit, just because I don't know. Do you like? I'm not a video guy, but the video is excellent.
That was honestly like going into it because I'd never done video based on like live feed, like just filming a live concert and splicing footage together.
Mm-hmm.
It tends to be a lot easier if you have a multi-camera setup where you'll have multiple people from different angles capturing the same song at the same time. Because then you can drop the footage in, line up the track with the audio, and you have multiple cameras to just switch between.
Oh, for
But
sure.
I had to just roll one camera for all the shows that I was recording. So only one song out of that entire set was the actual song that was being put to video. So there was tons of B-roll stuff that was just chunks from other songs throughout the sets that I had to pick. Like, okay, it looks kind of like Pinder is singing this part, so I'll stick that in there. Looks kind of like Jordan's drumming this
That
part.
sounds
so I'll
like
put
an
that there.
awful process.
It's a bit of a pain for sure, and I mean if you have the time to actually take a day to script a video shoot, it's a lot easier if you can just put the track on repeat and just record like an angle of the drums, an angle of the guitar, and a wide angle of the whole band. Mm-hmm. Because then whenever they play it synchronized to a track, you just drop all the files in, and then you can pick and choose what angles you want right then and there. But yeah, trying to line up video,
lining up lip syncs as much.
Yeah, exactly. Like the process for doing it, one camera for a live setup was very difficult, but I learned a lot from it. I was glad I got to do it. It was a lot of fun, and I think it turned out a lot better than I expected it to.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal for fucking one camera. Dude, like, have you done anything
Yeah,
with, like,
3.
actually putting the, like, track with a metronome and having 3 cameras and shit?
Nah,
Do some of that.
Got the chance to.
Do some.
I mean, I've got some buddies that can help out with doing like either scripted shots or if I need multi-camera setups, I've got people to help with it. But it's also the budget of purchasing those cameras. It's an investments.
Oh, yeah.
It's investments that
Being an artist, man.
it pays back eventually, but spending a good chunk of cash up front is always tough.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah, no, money sucks. Not a fan of that stuff. Low! So, Unreasonable Human.
Yes.
What defines you as unreasonable humans? No, seriously, what is unreasonable human? Like, what's the whole concept of that? Because I thought it was like what you guys were because you were all pretty gnarly fuckers. Like, you're just unreasonable, but it comes more down to like a way of thinking that like you guys aren't like so fond of, I would say.
Suppose so.
Okay.
Not, I mean, whatever you want it to be, man. You know?
Translate it for me, brother. Speak to me, O Yogi.
Yeah.
I mean, there really could be no true translation of the unreasonable human because everything just is subjective to your perspective.
Fuck yeah, bro.
It means something different to everybody,
Yeah.
pretty much. But it is...
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty
I
much
mean,
whatever it means to you.
Kind of coming down to it really is just sort of like be yourself regardless of if everyone thinks you're an unreasonable human for it. You know, live your life the way that you want to be, obviously. Be good to your neighbor and one another and all that fucking fun jazz and bullshit, but you know, fucking
Be nice to
seriously,
people and shit.
You know, like we didn't all fucking sign up to live by all these rules that everyone says we fucking need to.
Yes.
You know, we all know to be good to each other. You know, and fucking
Quite a
help
few
each other
rules
out
these
and
days.
fucking, you know, like
pretty bullshit.
Pretty bullshit. Where'd the name come from? Like, who actually came up with the name there?
came from high school. There's
The squirrel.
The squirrel. Yeah, there's a little more story behind it, but that's gonna have to be saved for a later date. When
I like
around.
that. I like that. little mystery behind the name in there, guys.
Yeah, you gotta keep a little luchador mask on there a little bit. You
A little
know,
bit.
let people guess.
Yeah.
that name was definitely floating around in high school when we used to jam and shit, but
Nice.
it finally became the name of the project when we got it all together.
So do you guys always have enough time to do the unreasonable thing? I mean, it seems like everyone's got a whole bunch of other, extra stuff.
I think Eric-
Preston builds guitars,
I
and
try to.
Brandon's a damn working man, like the rest of us.
Well,
And you're getting in, you should be in another band too.
Eric's in 14 bands.
Eric's in 14 bands. Pender's never around.
Never around.
The son of a
well, he's
bitch.
got a baby on the way. He's just a
True.
working
Baby.
man, too.
He's got it. So, yeah, you too. Congratulations again.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So,
when you're ready. It's awesome when you're ready.
So
Yes.
our singers got a lovely wife who's awesome. We like having her around. And a kid on the way, and our drummer got accepted into Berkeley.
Yeah,
Jesus,
man.
Jesus
That's also
Christ.
good news.
Which is awesome. So that's going to be a pretty interesting time for the Unreasonable.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, how's that?
How
How-
months down the road, it's going
I
to be
was-
interesting.
I was like, what's the school situation then?
At this point, it pretty much looks like I'm going at the end of August, which is a lot on the road.
Which is pretty badass.
Got some more shows that you can fit in between.
Yeah,
for sure.
we're kicking around the idea of a tour right before he goes.
Fucking
Just a little
A,
short.
Yeah, and I'd love to do that. Like, I don't know. I love Unreasonable Humans. If they find a replacement for me before then, like, and they just want to have them, like, whatever guy they find, start playing with them, that's, like, I'd get if they wanted to just part ways, but...
Officially, from our side, like it's always just sort of been you can play with us as long as you want. That's
All right.
that's not
Found a
being
replacement,
taken
it'd be
away.
more of a temporary until Jordan came back. And they'd be like, all right.
Which is why we're trying to fuck with all this new equipment that we have and having him program the drum tracks so we can do our own pre-production before we go and record our new album, which we're gonna start doing pretty soon. We'll be able to just fucking send him the tracks. And they'll be able to just build the drums.
Dude, it's
on
going to be
top
an
of it.
awesome time in your life, man. Congratulations.
Thanks,
It's gonna
man.
be, that's,
Yeah, we're all stoked for it.
no, that's super crazy
It's a
awesome.
little bittersweet, but it's...
It's bitter.
Yeah,
it's
it's
absolutely.
super bittersweet.
It's super bittersweet. But as far as the opportunity goes, like that's something that
Yeah.
you
can't
can't
be
even.
mad at
You don't
someone
even
for-
think twice about that. That's,
Fuck you for going to Berkeley.
yeah.
So we're trying to hold on to Jordan and all this sweet Berkeley content.
Yeah, I mean, if he comes back with this Berkeley stuff
hopefully-
going
Right.
on.
Hopefully he doesn't leave us for some band that's way
Okay.
better.
Comes back and goes,
Yeah,
you guys
you
kinda
guys are
suck.
pretty bitchin', but like this other band is like bitchin'. Sorry.
shot in a protest. That's what Berkeley's known for, isn't it?
That Boston bombing or whatever was like right next to Berkeley.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Watch your false flags.
Yeah, no, but
Don't go running.
no, I'm never gonna not love Unreasonable Human. If I can play with it, if they're still around when I get done with school, hell yeah, I'll be Unreasonable Human.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
There
Yeah,
it is.
If you're not on tour with some other fucking crazy band that you met
Right.
out there,
I'll
which
tour
would be
fucking-
fucking badass too, you know.
Just gotta catch. I gotta talk to you guys after this then about you touring and all that. But
Well, nothing's official. It's all just sort of like
no, I know. That's what I'm saying. I
we're
need
all
to talk
trying
to you
get
about
to a
something
place in our lives
after.
where we don't have anything tying us back, and we have some money saved up, and a plan set in place, and everything.
Anthony, how you doing back there? Good. Right there. I'm gonna let you introduce that motherfucker.
All right, now.
Tony, our quiet guitarist back here. He'll come in with something philosophical every once in a while, but
Like Chinese women or Japanese
Bangkok
women.
pussy.
Bangkok food.
Bangkok.
Oh God, greatest moment ever. We're doing the photo shoot and Cameron's like, Tony, give me like a metal fist or like something. Like, straight up does the fist. The fist.
Oh, like fisting fist.
Oh, like yeah.
Would banging cock
Make a
poon
fist.
With
be,
Bangkok food.
would be like sticking your dick in some fucking he/she's ass, like she's got tits and a dick, and you're just the Bangkok poon.
What are you talking
And you're like jerking yourself off inside of it.
You're banging the cock poon, where it's like
Bangkok food. That's a new Nicolas Cage movie. It's the second part. All right. Song news.
This next brutal bomb track coming at you is called Maggots of Conscious Thought.
Down to a zombie trance. The player gets what the power is. Now
about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Those things that kind of fell together.
The majority of the song was written in about 30 minutes.
Nice.
I came home from work and Eric's always playing his bass or, picking up someone's guitar or something. Came home and had to take a fierce dump, like, right away. Like, ran into the bathroom and all of a sudden I hear Eric playing that diddle 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 diddle. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And like, came back out. I was like, dude, what the hell was that riff you were playing? He's like, oh, I've been working on it, I guess. Being typical Eric.
That's a good
And I was like, well, fuck yeah, like, let's work on this. And pretty much just kind of pieced it all together and had the skeleton of the song. And this was when we were trying to do like another project with Pinder when we first met Pinder up in Steamboat. And then the next day when we were like, hey, so I know we're brand new to the band, but check out this new song we just wrote. And Pinder's jaw was just like, oh my god, that's fucking awesome. And then we finished writing the song, I think that day, the next day.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's nice when shit like that happens.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Exactly.
It
Some
does.
songs totally fall together like that. There's a new song that we've been working on that is the opposite of that.
Oh yeah.
Where we're
Got
all
those
trying
ones
to
too.
figure out different riffs or different combinations or just structuring it out.
When you get to that point, what do you do as a band? Do you drop it for a
grind it
while, or
out.
you just crank?
Just kind of crank it out.
I feel like we practice like 3
It's
nights,
a
4 nights a week, and just
combination,
play the song over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've definitely been doing that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. What if we played it 3 times instead of 4 times? All right, that feels better to me. Or let's play this 3 times instead of 2 times. All right, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then it's like, let's play with ourselves behind our guitars so no one can see it real quick. All right, now back to it. Yeah, you gotta have a little quick
High
break,
in the
you know?
sexuality.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're just selling yourself sexually up there as well, is what you're trying to say, Brad.
That's true.
Oh, no, I was just joking around.
Mostly what we do.
It's just, sometimes when you get a block, you need to clear the blockage. Yeah.
That's true.
Right
Yeah, I would say getting drunk or masturbating is a good-
Something, smoke grit. Yeah, drink beer.
What's great?
Like a PBR or something.
Cigarette.
Oh, okay.
Cigarette.
Drink a PBR or something.
Is there a new drug I don't know about?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, there's
Grit?
a lot of new drugs that we don't know
You smoke
about here.
grits?
With all the songs that we've heard tonight, are these all songs you guys play live?
Yes.
And if they are, like, we'll kind of start with Jordan over here. He hasn't talked too much, lately anyway. But out of the songs we've heard, what's your favorite song to play live?
Right now, like it kind of varies at the point in time, but right now it's definitely got a theme song.
We were all guilty.
We are all guilty. The
Yeah.
song with the music video. Sorry, we had old names for the songs, and I haven't.
Working titles for the songs that we still kind of hang on to.
What was
They're
it called
pretty good.
before?
Theme song.
Theme song, yeah.
Theme song.
yeah.
What are
So
the
we
other
got,
ones?
We got like
name,
thrash
just name
songs.
the other ones. No, their names though are
Last
pretty.
Through the Teeth was Bread and Butter. Maggots of Conscious Thought, which we just played, was
Deer
the
Slaughter.
Vehicular Deer Slaughter.
Which got shortened to Deer's Laughter.
Yeah.
Old Man Slaughterson.
Old Man Slaughterson.
Restructured Meat Products, which we now call Restructured
Beef Curtains.
Beef Curtains.
So songs like the names evolve over time.
Yeah.
Like eventually these songs that have totally different names.
3 newer ones
Basically,
are
like-
Stale Mayonnaise Injection, Hand Job from a Cowgirl, and Parting the Red Semen.
Nice.
Those are our 3 newest.
And some of the other songs that are going to be on that same album with us would be like Blood Come Face Shot.
Yep.
Instead
Bex.
of
Index. That's
Kill Cat Stomach Stab.
Exactly. That's
Just
what I'm
fucking metal. We don't care.
But so
As
it's
long
just one of
as
those-
someone's pissed off at us.
Like we were talking about earlier, where like me and Preston and Eric all get together and like kind of write these songs on the strings, and musically, and then we come over to Jordan and we're like, all right, check it out on drums, and then Pender shows up and he
Does whatever.
He gets really hammered and does
Pender
whatever.
shows up.
And then,
Does he just like mysteriously show up? Like, how does
Hey,
how
no,
does
wow.
It's very, very
You're like,
plain.
hey, so
Yeah.
he just takes off
We can
into
only
the sky.
practice Thursday between 4 and 6. It's just, fuck, alright, I guess we're gonna have to practice then.
Yeah.
So we don't have like set lyrics for these songs when we write them, so we have to just like come up with something to call them. Just when we're just practicing without Pinder, and even with Pinder, we're just like, hey, we're going to play this song, but you don't have lyrics for it, so we don't have a fucking song title that relates to the lyrics, because they don't exist.
We don't have
They don't exist.
You just wing it every fucking time, so we're just going to fucking call it Blood Count Face Shot, play it, ready to go. Or whatever.
Pretty much how it goes, yeah.
No, it happens, man. Well, it's too, that's kind of like, I don't know, a simpler version of like Albert Einstein always talked about how he'd see a mathematical problem, like he'd see it as a picture in his head, and he was really good at that. He said he could close his eyes and he could see it, and then he had to figure out how he would put it down as a formula, and then he said the third process that was almost impossible for him most times was the words. Like, what words do I use to describe this to people? Because I can sit here and I can formulate it, but it's all new. It doesn't make sense to anybody.
It's so crazy, all that mathematics shit. Just like,
yeah,
I don't know how to do this, so I'm going to invent math. What the fuck, Isaac Newton?
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm just going to invent
The rest of the world is dying from Black Plague, and you go up to a cabin and invent calculus. What the hell is that?
Yeah. I want to figure out how
To
the
win
universe
an
works.
argument, wasn't it? Like about physics. He was like, he couldn't show it because the math didn't
Yeah, and he developed...
argued with somebody who went off and he invented like differential calculus and came back.
And he did it at like the same pace that like basically an advanced college learner today would learn it.
Yeah.
Like he invented it.
At that speed.
At that speed, yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's every day you're doing what... I can't learn like algebra in a year. That's algebra. I need math skills. Brandon's the mathematician in the band. So is Tony. Them fucking time signatures, man, just blow my... That's the good thing about mathematicians, though. Man, you start working with guys who are good at math. Yeah. I mean, if you're not...
Who's a great mathematician is Danny Carey, drummer for Tool.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
It's all fractions. Like, it's really all it comes down to. Just
What's that cool song that's all like based around the golden ratio?
46 and 2?
No, it's
that's...
like Parabola? Parabola or something?
Parabola.
One of those songs where
it'd be parabola because
like
that is
the syllables, like the syllables that he's singing goes like 1, 1, 2, and then it goes to 3, and then 5, and then 8, and then it goes back. Which is like the golden ratio is his syllables that he's singing, and also the music behind it also kind of follows that same structure. It's there's a YouTube video on it. It's just
gotta check that out. That would make
blew
sense.
my mind for like 3 weeks.
That's what true, and I love bands like that.
No
man.
wonder it
You
takes
just-
them like 9 years to come out with an album because they pull shit like that.
And it's always amazing. That's the thing about them too. It's a masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
Like, I've hocked out wall art most of my life. These guys are coming out with shit. Yeah, it should be hung in the Louvre. Well, not total wall art. Like my mom would hang it out.
Fridge magnet.
Yeah.
Fridge ready.
Exactly.
Very nice finger paint there, Kyle.
More of a nickname than my music is. Cool, man.
So
I'm feeling good. How
Yeah.
you guys feeling? Did you
Good.
get it all out? Did you get... Preston Roars.
yes.
We'll spice that with your guitars.
Sure.
Get that out there, man. Do you have any promo you want to do for that at all right now? Or
It's still very much a work in progress. I just got a new shop, which you're gonna help me build still, hopefully.
fucking A, dude. I'm all about it. And you're going to build me the Measted on 333?
Yes. 5-string bass.
Oh my god. I'm going to have sex with it. Build another hole in the back that I can fuck while I'm playing it. Please.
Slide a little flesh
That'll
in
be
it.
my signature. Oh my god.
Kyle,
Just those quick 5 minutes, a little 5-minute fucking...
Something, man. It just I get erratic on stage. I may as well get erotic.
Exactly.
Alright, well, hey, let's get all your guys' Super Bowl picks, too, while you guys are here, man. I know it's the week of.
Yeah.
Who's picking the Broncos? Who's got the Broncos here?
Yeah, it's gonna be close, but I'm thinking the Broncos.
Anybody else? Nobody saying Seahawks in here?
It's Broncos.
I got the Cubs.
It'll
I got the Cubs to cover the spread in the 7th inning, but I'm not too sure.
Wrong sport, but it's cool. Alright, well, it sounds like everybody's got Broncos in here, but don't we have one more song by Unreasonable we're gonna play?
We got 2 on my list.
We got 2, actually. We may as well just roll through them, eh?
Alright.
I don't give a damn. How we doing this, Brandon? This is all new to me.
That's new to me, too. We can play them both back to back, or we can split them up.
You guys?
Want to play one, talk about it, then do the other, talk
You're
about
goddamn
it?
right.
Alright, so next one's called The Flock. Anything you want to say about the song, or just play it?
Just go.
Roll
Just
that
go for it.
motherfucker. That was the flock.
The Flock.
Tell us about the flock.
That was one of the songs that I had written. And the lyrics behind it are a lot to do with RFID chips and kind of what people are doing nowadays, like implanting RFID chips in themselves, and it has all of their information. It's very...
It's good for America.
It's now being mandatory in some parts in Europe for newborns now.
That's scary to think about. But I kind of went off on a kind of a fictional aspect of it, and having a GPS tracker in you, and kind of thought, like, okay, well, what if government or someone needs to, like, wipe out a whole area? They can just send a bunch of drones over and basically have GPS, and it's basically one bullet per person is all it would take.
Well,
to
our
just
phones. The fuck are we
Phones,
carrying
too.
on us but digital targets?
It's true.
Yeah, this thing is
That's it.
too old school. No.
Oh, you got a burner!
It's like anti-NSA right there.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to triangulate yours, man.
They got 17 people working right now to get into that phone.
Find a whole lot of nothing.
A Nokia 33L? Just dick pics. It's all dick pics. He even erased the defaults.
It's all pictures of cock.
Oh, great. Pictures of cock. That song was The Flock. Next one. Oh, it's so easy to talk about and draw. Next song up. Restructured Meat Products.
So before we play this song, is there anything else you want to say? Any shows coming up? Anything like that?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
got a show at the Aggie Theater on February 8th.
VIP.
With, it's like a Metal Maidens show again.
Right on. Amy Hutchinson. Interviewed her
Correct.
before.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Resident Rockstar.
Resident Rockstar.
We're playing with Arcanium and Lola Black, SmackFactor, Illmode, and Blindfold the Devil.
Damn, man.
Mm,
Big
it's gonna
bill.
be-
When you guys
A
going on,
night
do you
of
know
music.
yet?
Well, I think we're opening again.
Well, after Illmode.
Illmode is kind of like that heavy metal dubstep DJ sort of thing.
Probably
And then-
started at 8:30. Maybe 8 or 8:30. It's really
Okay.
early.
We're the first
But
actual
you know what
band.
the bitching part about that is? Is we can get fucking hammered right afterwards. So we don't
There
have
it
to, like,
is.
wait.
Oh, there it is. Well, on that note, Brandon,
Fucking
get...
the phone call just keeps like cutting me off. It's like you gotta stop talking. No
It's
one
the
cares.
government, man. It's all we know. You're talking shit about us.
I'm actually, when Brandon starts going off on rants, I
It's
just
the
call the
universe,
office.
yeah. It's Kyle.
You
I
motherfucker.
wouldn't mind the anesthesiologist dialing
Hi,
me
this
on
is
this.
Kyle with the universe. Tell him Brandon to shut the fuck up.
Oh, you're doing good, dude. That was awesome. Your fans are going to appreciate this. People are going to appreciate this. This was a phone call and a half. No, dude. Thank you guys very much for being a part of this.
Good.
Last
Yeah,
song of the
absolutely.
night. Tell us a little bit about Restructured Meat Products.
That was originally
This one,
Slaughterson.
Right.
Yeah. Recently, this one's gotten really awesome. Like, we've been nailing it.
Yeah, that shows.
When I came aboard, it fucking
No.
sucked.
I sucked at it for a long time.
You make
but-
everything awesome, Jordan.
Thanks, dude.
And unreasonable.
So people are digging this one live is what you're starting to
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
on this song.
we're starting.
Now that I'm finally playing it clean, it sounds awesome.
Nice.
This song's more based around like all the fucking bullshit fast food and shit that we fucking eat and
The course
stuff
that America's
we're raised with,
taken.
and just the whole like obesity and fucking lack of health and
Yeah.
all that fucking bullshit.
Basically, the movie Idiocracy. Pretty much all
Which we
It's a
are
great
generally
movie.
all moving towards. Yeah.
We got some pretty sweet ideas for
Hey,
the
if I could have a recliner with a
one
toilet
are we
on
talking
it with
about?
50 TVs in front of me, I would probably do it.
You piece of shit.
But I know I'm a piece of shit for that.
I want a vacuum pack on my back with a tube stuck up my ass and a feeder that comes through the front, so I can just walk around and just suck shit out of me and feeds me all day, and then I don't have to really
you don't have to eat or do anything.
Then I can just go running around and get stuff done. More or less, that's an active product. All right, Restructured Meat Products.
Restructured Meat Product, undesirable bits and pieces of detonation crime. Blended together with mixed